Hello, I thought I'd just come and give a little mid-year update because, well, it's the middle of the year. That being said, first things first, did you know that the actual middle of the year is July the 2nd? It is a little fact that maybe some people wouldn't have even thought about. It's simple math, but you're welcome. Now you know. And for those who already have the question, midday when it is a regular year and midnight when it is a leap year. With that out of the way, I do have new toys, not sponsored, it's just something that I pulled the trigger on, so hopefully that means that we will have a lot more IRL streams going forward, especially because I am doing a little bit more travel. And hopefully it is picking things up. And that's actually kind of one of the reasons I am filming outside today. Is one, it is a beautiful sunny evening, and two, I figured I should probably test this thing at some point. So here we are testing these things. There's a possibility that none of this will be recorded. Who knows? I'll find out after my rant, I suppose. But nonetheless, it has been 3 months since I have moved here to the UK, and look at this beautiful weather and that perfectly timed bird. I don't know what people are talking about when it comes to the weather in the UK. Maybe I've just been super lucky, but I've been really enjoying it. It has been great temperature, you know, except for the 2 heat waves that I have survived. Those were awful. You would have thought that my decade in Australia would have prepared me, but no, it did not whatsoever. We had 35-degree temperatures, which it's something that I've been used to, but what I wasn't used to was having those same temperatures inside the house. So basically at 10 o'clock, midnight, so very late in the evening, when I'm supposed to be trying to sleep, it has been about 30 degrees inside, which I think is about 86 degrees Fahrenheit for those who use Fahrenheit. Yeah, sleep was just non-existent for those heat waves. It was just not happening whatsoever. But what I will say is that the sun here doesn't feel quite as intense. I think the UV index is a lot lower, and so I don't feel like I'm just going to get skin cancer sitting here, for example. But of course, still got to put on the sunscreen. It is still important, but it is nice to not feel like I'm just going to literally burn right now. So I've been enjoying the sun. It's been great, especially when it's out. Maybe down here in the south where I am, it's nicer, but whatever. It's coming up on summer. I will figure out what I feel about the UK weather soon enough, I'm sure. And with the last 3 months, I have kind of been on a bit of a trial period because people have been asking me about my visa and how I got over here and what's the process and all these kinds of things. To be quite honest with you, I don't have a visa right now. Gasp. But I am going on one. I decided to come here first as a tourist and kind of, because I've got someone that I can stay with, I decided I would kind of scope out the area, see if I can find people to indoctrinate myself with, which I have. My D&D group are so lovely. I really do appreciate them so much. I see them pretty much every single week, and that's been going on for pretty much as long as I've been here, so that's really beautiful. And now that I have kind of made those connections and solidified my decision to be here is what is making me now go and get my proper visa. So I will be going on the Youth Mobility Scheme visa. As a New Zealander, it should be pretty straightforward. Basically, I have to show that I have £2,500 in my bank account so that I can support myself, and then I just give them money for the NHS, for the application, and then I just cross my fingers and hope that they accept me. So I'll let you know next month if that goes ahead. The only caveat is that I have to be under 35. I think that there are other countries where you have to be under 30. But luckily, I am still in this category, barely. And I have to be out of the country to apply for it, which luckily for me, I will be traveling later on in only a couple weeks' time. I'm going over to Spain, and later on I am going to see the total eclipse in Iceland, and so hopefully by the time I've watched that whole phenomena, then I will hear back from the UK government and be allowed back in the country with an official visa. And then that is what would allow me to get a job, for example, if that were something that I was interested in, but also opening a bank account and all these kinds of things, and paying tax. The important stuff. Although, if I were to get political for a moment, if they deny me, there seems to be a lot of chatter at the moment in current events about illegal immigration. So who knows? Maybe I'll fit right in if I don't get my visa. If I just stay here, you know what I'm saying? But no, I could never do that. That stresses me out. So I will apply, and I will see if I get it. And if I don't, I will probably either go stay with some family in Europe or friends, for example, or go back to New Zealand. But nonetheless, I will cross that bridge if I need to cross that bridge. Outside of that, I like Southampton. So many people are like, why Southampton? Why Southampton? And I've said this already, I get it. I was here as a tourist. It's not a touristy place. There's not a lot going for it, but it's safe. It's quiet, it's calm, the people are nice. I just feel comfortable. And I've gone into London a couple times, which is also useful because that is where I fly out from when I need to go. Well, I say need to go, when I want to go on my little European vacation. So it's been good. And other little updates, it was my birthday a few weeks ago. That was pretty exciting. Not just my big milestone of entering my 30s. That's right, I know a lot of you are a bit surprised at that fact. I don't think that my current outfit is really helping those allegations, but hey, I'll take it. I will take that I look like I have baby face, or at least younger than what I am. Still get ID'd. That is something that I've noticed when I go to get a beer on a hot day. Is they do like to make sure to ID me. So again, I'll take it. Thanks for the compliment. It was also the channel anniversary, so if you're wondering what the random post was about the 5 years and counting, so basically before I started posting on YouTube, I would just post annually, every single year, wouldn't miss a day, and so that one was for the regulars. But yeah, that was the channel anniversary, both with YouTube and on Twitch. And we've still been doing a lot of live streaming, so make sure you come and join us for all of the zany conversations that happen over there. It's kind of been nice doing a bit of editing recently with the clips, so make sure to check those out and have a little reminder of what the heck we get up to. And yeah, I'm just really proud of them, and I'm really proud of myself. I think that it has been such a crazy thing to move an entire half a world away and try to rebuild with friendships, with work, and just with me, I guess, and who I am and what I want to achieve. So I think with that there has been a little bit of anxiety, a lot of bit of anxiety, but I'm working on it and I'm looking after myself in whatever way that looks for me. And right now that is getting some vitamin D when we have the opportunity. I don't really have much more to say. I think I just kind of wanted to pop on because I realized it had been a while since I have done a little chat to camera like this. Speaking of chats to camera though, oh, you have reminded me, is I think once I get my visa, I might look at maybe getting back into some more creative endeavors and see what the UK film industry is like. I'll figure it out. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll end up on some theatre. That is, if I can, you know, get accepted, or more likely just get myself into gear to even bother going to an audition. They're terrifying. And on that, for those who don't know, that is actually why I moved to Australia so many years ago, is I wanted to be a film star at one point, but it didn't work out. So who knows, maybe they'll take me in my 30s, you never know. But I think that the fact that I'm kind of just waffling and bringing up random things like that shows that I'm pretty happy to leave it there. I will give a little a pat on my back is that I have been a bit nervous to film in public here in Southampton. I've talked about it on the live stream, but there's a little bit of a, you know, don't defecate where you eat, and I've kind of been enjoying having a bit of privacy, I suppose. But I want to still show off some of Southampton. Not that I've really done that right here. I could be in any park. Who even has confirmed that I live in Southampton? Not you guys, that's for sure. But I think this is a nice first step to kind of start getting me back into being in public, so that eventually I can get onto these IRL streams, assuming that this microphone has picked up on everything. Anyway, that's all from me. Happy mid-year, and I will see you guys either in the live streams or in the comments section. I guess if you have any questions for me, let me know. That's just a little bit of a wrap up on what's to come and what's to be expected. And maybe next time I do a little sit down like this, I'll be on some beach in Spain. Fingers crossed. Okay. That's all. Bye for now.